welcome to another coffee shop confession. We're at, where the hell are we?
Communal.
We're at Communal in, where are we? Bankers Hill, in this Kaya complex. So we have to be really quiet because everybody comes here to work and no one has an office anymore. So they borrow lobbies from apartments. So we're going to be real quiet. I'm Miguel Contreras.
David Castillo.
Together we're Rain West Collective. I want to talk about ghosts because people always ask me about ghosts. You have some ghost stories. I have some ghost stories. What's the weirdest, like, paranormal thing that you've seen in this business so far?
Well, for starters, I'm like the biggest chicken when it comes to ghosts, and you guys know that. Like,
Yes.
I don't do scary movies. I hate haunted mazes, and I've experienced some pretty weird stuff. I've shared a couple stories where I'm gonna share the name. I was with Jim Lowther.
Yeah.
And I know he remembers this story. We were touring a property.
Ask him next week.
Yeah, ask him. We were touring a property in West Chula Vista, and it was an older home. And the instructions had said that there was a death on the property recently, older gentleman. And we show up, and the house is vacant, completely empty, but it's all very mid-century style, rag carpet. The smell, you can just, it smells old. And we're doing our thing. We're touring the property, and we go into the master bedroom. It's super sad. You just see the gentleman's belongings in a little corner. Clothes is folded, little shoes on the side, and the box of his stuff. And as we're going through that master bedroom, we hear a woman's voice. Yeah, and I heard the woman's voice, but the crazy part is that as soon as I heard it, I turned to Jim, and Jim turned to me. And he said, I think there's somebody in the house. Okay? Yeah. And I made out very vaguely what she said. And I told Jim, I go, did you hear this? And he's like, something like that. So then I told him, you know what? I'm going to go check the front door. I have the habit of whenever I go to a property, I close the front door, lock it just so that nobody comes in. Like, man, maybe I forgot to lock the door. So wrap around the house to the front. And it was an interesting setup where you come out of the hallway and the kitchen wrapped around into the living room. So I went this way. I'm like, man, like there's nobody here. Let me go back around really fast to see if I catch somebody on the other end. The door was closed. So I go back to Jim and I'm like, Jim, there's nobody in here. So we start looking through closets and he's like, maybe there's a little speaker in here and somebody's like on an intercom. I'm like, there's no way.
I've always thought about doing that though.
Like I wish that was the case, man, but no. So I told him, there's nobody in here, man. He's like, let's get out of here. So we booked it. We were like, let's get out. And yeah, that was probably the most
paranormal.
The most paranormal, clearest. It was definitely a ghost for sure.
Man. Yeah, for me, I was looking when Veronica and I were looking for our house when we probably early in our marriage. We were looking for another house, and we were in the Talmadge area near Kensington. Beautiful, like Mediterranean home. It needed to be repaired and whatnot. And I remember driving up to the property, and I'd call the agent, say, "Hey, is it okay to view the property?" I hadn't seen it; it wasn't even on my radar. We were just driving in the neighborhood. And she gave me the okay. She said, yeah, go right ahead. It's vacant, whatever, yada, yada, yada. It needs to be remodeled. We walk in. I open the door. As soon as I walk in, I feel this thick air. So I look at Veronica. I'm like, shit, did you feel that? She's like, stop fucking with me. Stop messing with me. I'm like, I'm not messing with you. I felt something. Something like just came over us. She's like, you're just getting to my head. The place was dark. So it was right around dusk. So but it was one of those old houses. So not a lot of windows. And the air was thick in there, and it was L-shaped. So you walk in, and you walk into the living room, and then you look straight that way, and it's the kitchen. So we're walking towards the kitchen. There's a hallway that leads to the bedrooms. All the lights are off, so it's a little dark. And all of a sudden, tick, 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 a light flickers. I'm like, oh, shit, someone's in here. So I look over, and I told Veronica, did you see that? She's like, yeah, I saw that. So she's like, go look. I'm like, shit, all right. Well, let's go together. She's like, no, you go by yourself. So I go by myself. The light turns off. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah. So I walk, and of course, it's the last bedroom. The door's open. I look in, it's dark, and light turns on. Like, oh, shit. So I look in there and I'm like ready to fight someone. I'm thinking it's a homeless person
Yeah.
in there, a vagrant. Someone's just like squatting.
Right.
So I'm in the room like ready to punch someone. And I open the door a little further and there's just a lamp. Just a lamp. It's not connected.
Oh wow.
It's not connected. Turns on. I'm like, oh, I freak out. Turns off. Like, oh shit. So I'm like, walk to the kitchen. I tell Veronica, let's get the hell out of here. So we get out. I'm like, get out of there. I get in the car. And she was like, the hell was that? I go, I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
So the agent calls me. She's like, what did you think of the house? I'm like, well, that's okay. It was all right. It was cute. She was like, and then I had to tell her, I'm like, I asked, hey, did by chance anyone pass away in the house?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, funny you should ask. You're like the third realtor to ask me. Why do you ask me? She's like, yes, the owner passed away peacefully in the house. I'm like, whoa. She's like, why? I'm like, there is a presence at this house. She's like, oh my God, really? I'm like, yes, you need to sage it.
Figure it out.
It's funky, man. I'm like, I love the house. I can't buy it.
Yeah.
So that was one of the scariest moments I had as far as paranormal activity at a house.
That's crazy, man. And it's I've showed property where back, 2015, 2016, when we had 20 properties to go preview before showing our clients. I remember there was one in Paradise Hills where I want to go show it. There was, a vacant home, older home, and just like you said, like as soon as I opened that door, I walked through the main door into the living room, and you just felt this heaviness. Oof. It was like this heavy energy. I'm like, I'm like, cross this one off. I'm gonna tell my clients about this one, but it's crazy, like I totally believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
Energy, bad energy, spirits, ghosts, all that stuff.
No, it's one of our agents way back when I started in the business. One of our teammates shared an open house in Golden Hills in a big old Victorian home, and she had the open house in the evening. She's trying to change things up. She had it up in the evening, and lights would turn on, turn off. She's like, the people keep turning on lights and turning them off. And then she was, like, people would tell her, hey, is this house haunted? She's like, no. So, but she felt like someone kept messing with the lights. So she's getting ready to shut down. So she's going through all the rooms. She's clearing, making sure no one's still at the house, the open house. She turns off all the lights. And again, it's at near dusk, so it's getting dark. Well, she goes, and it's one of those double door situations. So all the lights are turned off. She locks all the doors, and she goes to lock the two front doors, and she goes chink, like this. As soon as it clinks, she says, all the lights turn on in the house. Wow. She was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going back.
The lights are staying on.
I'm not going back there. Left the lights on. She calls the seller. She's like, hey, is this house haunted? She's like, yeah, there's a ghost. She's friendly. She's friendly though.
She's friendly.
So I asked her, my man, so who bought it? She's like, a couple who was specifically looking for haunted houses. So there are haunted house buyers. So this couple wanted a haunted house, found her, bought the house, and happy with their friendly ghosts.
Yeah, that goes back to the whole disclosure, right? Of having to disclose within the last 3 years if somebody passed away. Yeah. But if you go past those 3 years, there's chances are you don't know if anybody passed away in that home.
I've seen some weird disclosures. We see the ones the death one, 3 years. I've never seen a ghost. Have you seen one?
No.
I'm gonna ask Alex off camera. Alex, have you seen a ghost disclosure?
Never.
She's never. So I've never seen a ghost. We should add a ghost disclosure too.
Yeah. Is your house haunted?
Someone close your legs while you sleep.
Yeah.
You'll never be lonely. People ask me. There's a couple houses. Sometimes they're near cemeteries, and my running joke, or even with that, like, hey, someone passed away in the house, and I like to make light of it, but not that I'm sure someone passed away. It's sad, but I always tell the potential buyers, I go, oh, you'll never be lonely.
Right?
So, well, I'd love to hear about your haunted house experiences. Comment in the comment section wherever you're watching this or hearing this. We want to hear your stories.
Yep. Catch you at the next coffee shop.